She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a refined presence about her, a rare blend of elegance, intelligence, and screen magnetism that made audiences pause and pay attention. Fahriye Evcen didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. She established herself with poise and purpose, transforming academic ambition and natural talent into one of the most respected acting careers of her generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Fahriye Evcen was born on June 4th, 1986, in Solingen, Germany, to a Turkish family. Long before cameras and scripts became part of her life, she was focused on education and personal development. She later moved to Turkey and pursued higher studies at Boğaziçi University, studying history, a background that sharpened her analytical thinking and deepened her understanding of storytelling and culture. Her entry into acting came unexpectedly during a visit to Turkey, where she was discovered and encouraged to audition. Her early role in the television series Yaprak Dökümü marked the beginning of her professional journey. The drama became widely popular, and her portrayal of Necla introduced her as a young actress capable of emotional nuance and quiet strength. It was her leading role in the romantic drama Kalikosu that elevated her status to nationwide prominence. Portraying Fahriye, a character rich in emotional complexity and resilience, Fahriye demonstrated both vulnerability and commanding presence. The series expanded her international recognition and solidified her image as a leading actress. Rather than limiting herself to one genre, Fahriye explored a range of projects, including historical and action-driven narratives such as Olin Kader and Alperslan. Biography. Each role reflected growth, showing her willingness to step into demanding characters that required both emotional depth and physical commitment. Fahriye's approach to her career reflects intention and selectivity. She chooses projects carefully, prioritizing strong scripts and meaningful roles over constant visibility. This measured strategy has allowed her to maintain longevity and credibility in an industry known for rapid turnover. Off-screen, Fahriye's public image blends sophistication with grounded family values. She is a prominent figure at international fashion events and has secured major endorsement deals with global brands, becoming one of the most sought-after faces in advertising. Yet she remains selective, aligning with brands that reflect her refined image. Her lifestyle mirrors her disciplined and balanced outlook. She values privacy, structure, and time with family, maintaining a steady presence without unnecessary overexposure. Her marriage to actor Burak Ozavit has attracted media attention, but she has consistently maintained control over her narrative, keeping the focus on work and personal priorities. Fahriye's influence extends far beyond Turkish television. With millions of followers across social platforms and strong international distribution of her projects, she has become one of Turkey's most recognizable and bankable stars. Her estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from acting, endorsements, and long-term collaborations, built steadily through strategic choices. What truly sets her apart is composure. From early drama roles to historical epics, Fahriye carries a calm authority that elevates every character she portrays. She embraces evolution without chasing trends, allowing her work to mature alongside her personal growth. As of 2026, Fahriye Evcen stands not only as a leading actress, but as a symbol of elegance, discipline, and enduring influence in modern Turkish entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something quietly striking about her, a rare mix of softness, intelligence, and screen presence that naturally drew attention. Alina Boz didn't simply step into Turkish entertainment. She built her place with patience and precision, transforming early promise into one of the most refined acting journeys of her generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Alina Boz was born on June 14, 1998, in Moscow, Russia, and later moved to Turkey at a young age. Growing up between cultures, she developed a unique perspective and emotional awareness that would later shape her performances. Long before major sets and leading roles, she was drawn to language, expression, and storytelling, studying acting while balancing education and early auditions. Her acting journey began with supporting roles in television series, gradually building experience and visibility. Early projects such as Caesar Hemsire and Paramparka introduced her to audiences, but it was her role as Hazal in Paramparka that marked her first major breakthrough. The performance showcased her ability to portray emotional conflict and vulnerability well beyond her age, earning critical attention and a growing fan base. Rather than being boxed into one image, Alina continued to expand her range. She took on leading roles in projects like Elemi Bayrakma, where she carried a long-running drama with emotional consistency, and later delivered darker, more complex performances in series such as Maraşlı and Burperi Masali. Each role reflected a deliberate step forward, revealing an actress focused on depth rather than repetition. Alina's approach to acting is defined by selectivity. She chooses characters that challenge her psychologically and emotionally, often gravitating towards stories centered on identity, resilience, and inner transformation. This careful decision-making has allowed her to mature on screen while maintaining credibility with both audiences and industry professionals. Off-screen, Alina's public image blends elegance with restraint. She maintains a calm, composed presence, avoiding unnecessary exposure while remaining active in fashion and brand collaborations. Her refined style and international appeal have made her a frequent choice for high-profile campaigns, while her brand partnerships remain aligned with her understated image. Her lifestyle reflects balance and focus. She values privacy, personal growth, and creative preparation, often stepping back from the spotlight between projects. This measured pace supports long-term consistency rather than short-lived hype. Alina's influence continues to grow beyond Turkish television. With strong international viewership through global streaming platforms and a steadily expanding social media presence, she has become one of the most recognizable young faces in modern Turkish drama. Her estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from acting and endorsements, built gradually through strategic career choices. What truly sets her apart is emotional subtlety. She brings quiet intensity to her characters, allowing silence, expression, and restraint to speak as loudly as dialogue. That understated strength defines her performances and distinguishes her in a competitive industry. As of 2026, Alina Boz stands not only as a leading actress of her generation, but as a symbol of controlled growth, artistic discipline, and quiet confidence in modern entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.